How long have you lived in Highland Park?
I've lived in Highland Park for about 22 years.
What is your favorite part about living in Highland Park?
Well, I think my favorite part about living here has changed over the years. When I first moved here, it was because it was a great place to raise my children, who are now, all grown. And now I'm comfortable. I love it here for that reason. I'm meeting nice boys like you. I still think that hasn't changed. You guys are so cute. And it's just a very, very warm, tight community.
If you could recommend one place for us to visit in Highland Park, where would it be?
Highland Pop!
Alright, good. That's a good one. That's a good answer, yeah.
Yay!
What made you want to live in Highland Park?
You know what? I was totally open. I actually grew up in the city. I was a city girl, and my husband grew up on the North Shore. And before we had children, I was a flight attendant. So we were looking for something that wasn't too horrible of a commute for me to the airport, or for my husband, who's a criminal defense attorney, to go downtown. So we're like, wow, we're like right on 41. Easy access, to the city and O'Hare.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to open this business in Highland Park?
Well, I think that when you start a business, and I had not worked for a really long time. I was a volunteer in our schools. Obviously, it's difficult to continue, and that's many, many years ago, being a flight attendant. It's hard to raise a family and be home and be with your children, so I decided to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, and then I volunteered in our schools for like 10 years straight, and having, been a PTA president and active and all that stuff, I decided I want to open up my own little business, but I still want to be here because my kids, although the older ones are in college, I have one still here in high school, and I was like, okay, what do I know how to do? What do I make pretty well? And they're like, Mom, you make the most amazing popcorn and fudge. You should start a business. So I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I was inspired by my kids, and I said, it's going to be a lot of hard work, and it's going to be, a 7-day-a-week, 10, 12-hour-a-day job. Where else would I want to be? I have to be right here, so I could be here for her or for my friends, and be close to home. So that's why I picked it. I couldn't think of a better place to be.
Are you happy with the education system in Highland Park?
Yes, very. But I hear Stevenson is really pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's great for our kids. And I'm sure you guys, are you Buffalo Grove?
Long Grove.
Long Grove, Buffalo Grove.
Yeah,
So
the
same thing.
whole area.
Stevenson's an amazing place. It's like a super big school, but there's something for everyone there. And I think that, for the most part, when you're in, nice middle class or upper middle class communities, that's just going to continually repeat itself, as it does here in Highland Park. Look at you. Adorable, nice, clean-cut, smart boys. You have the same thing there. It's the same thing, for sure.
How old is Highland Pop? How long has it been here?
6 months.
Oh.
It's an infant business.
Yeah.
Infancy, 6 months.
What is the majority of your business, from what ethnicity is the majority of your business from?
Oh, that's very interesting. I would say my business clientele is extremely diverse. I am right next door to an awesome Mexican restaurant called Las Palmas, right? So they have a huge Hispanic clientele.
Yeah.
But then I get not only Hispanic people, but of course, just regular Caucasian whites that are part of the community. Completely diverse, like from Fort Sheridan, Black, Hispanic, I'm trying to think, like Asian. It truly is a melting pot. It absolutely is totally diverse. So it's almost like an equal piece of pie for everyone.
That's good.
It's kind of unusual, huh?
Yeah.
But it is. And over here, like, I was going to say hot tamales. It's just called tamales now. We have tamales across the street, and we get a ton of city people, like, from Central Cafe.
Hello.
And, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, perfect example. So there's a senior house just a couple blocks down, and they all come and visit me. So these people are from all different walks of life. Many of them, like this woman is from Romania, but her children chose to raise their families here. I know her. I know her grandkids.
That's
so
cool.
It's like really super diverse. But here in this area, in the Central Business District, we have all of that. We have like adult living over here, Abbott House for adults with special needs. So honest to God, everything.
Yeah.
It is so diverse.
How long do you plan on staying in Highland Park?
Forever, right? You mean my business or my life? Which one, Jordan?
Both, I guess.
Both?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure this is a new shop, so I'll probably be here for a while.
I know, I want to be here a super long time, right? I hope that my business grows and grows and grows and, you know, like, producing like fresh, delicious product on site just becomes more and more popular, and I'm just very content. I could walk to work if I wanted.
And I think this is our last question.
What?
Are there any downsides to living in Highland Park?
I'm sure. You know, like nothing in life is perfect. You know, if you had a super great day at Stevenson High School, you'd be like, this place is amazing. But if you had, you know, like a little glitch in your day or something didn't work out perfectly, you'd say like, oh, you know, like, I can't believe I'm here. So I'm sure there's a downside. I can't say like a specific concrete anything because I'm like so in love with what I'm doing, and I'm so proud that I finally opened my shop. So I can't really think of it, and at this point I feel like I get a lot of support. Like people are very encouraging, and I don't know what all of your moms do, but a lot of people like it. They're like, oh, okay, so she's a woman, she started a business, her children are all grown. It's kind of like a big, I know it's not like a super big deal to you guys, but it's kind of a big deal to start a business, like to get the funding and to get it moving and growing. So for the most part, everyone's been super supportive. I bet I could tell you, because our grand opening was in March, that come like, you know, a horrible snowstorm, you know, like something like that, I'm going to say like, oh my gosh, I can't, you know, like just schlepping and the getting into work and carrying everything and like the whole commotion. So that would be a negative, but then I bet you I say in the next sentence, thank God it's only right here. Can you imagine if I had to like get in the car and try to drive all the way into Chicago, or even like if I had to go down, you know, Central here to Deerfield Road to go by you guys to Buffalo Grove or Long Grove. So sometimes the negative truly is a positive, and I hope like that's the outlet that I want to keep, because I don't know, what do you think? It's not that bad. I'm foreseeing what could be tough, but you know, that's everyone. I mean, nothing. There's no complaints here.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
That's good.